Hi, Hanna Silver here again with another music lesson. This one is about how to develop your internal sense of pulse, which basically means being able to have a metronome inside your mind. And the reason why I am doing this video and why I know these exercises is because God did not bless me with an internal sense of pulse. Blessed me with some other things, but not that. So it's something that I have to work hard at. So I'm just going to give you two basic exercises. The first one is one that a drummer told me, and ironically he found it tricky, but I'm good at it, which is funny. And having said that now, I hope I don't stuff it up. So I've just put the metronome on at 80. 80 is a nice tempo, not too fast, not too slow. Of course, doing anything at a slower tempo is harder. So we go in the middle, and very simply, I'm probably going to make the sound's probably going to distort, but doesn't matter. You try and clap along with the metronome and clap in a way, clap loudly, so that the sound of your clap, if you do it at exactly the same time, should drown out the sound of the metronome like this. So you get to the point where you can't hear the metronome. When I get my students to do this, sometimes what I get them to do is to just start quietly, so you're clapping at the same time as the metronome. You can still hear the metronome on purpose, and then try and get louder. Just be careful that as you get louder, you don't get faster, because that's a very human thing that we tend to do. As we get louder, we play faster, and as we go faster, and as we play softer, we often get slower. So that's one really great exercise, and try to do it at different tempos, and of course the slower you go, the harder it is. I bet if you tried to do it at 40, you'd find it incredibly difficult, because I know I do. So, and the second exercise is where I have a metronome. It's a very old Dr. Beats, but I can turn the volume down. Where's the buttons? There we go. So this exercise requires that you have a metronome that you can turn the volume down. I'm going to be holding it and turning it off and on. If you have a metronome on your phone, sometimes just flicking, of course I'm talking iPhone apps, if you just flick it onto silent, sometimes that kills the sound. You'll figure it out. So, put the metronome on, and you can't see down here, but I'm just using a drum today, just because I'm wearing shorts and I don't want to end up with red skin from slapping my thigh, but keeping the beat on your thigh is totally fine, or clapping this if you have two spare hands. So this is what you do. Put the metronome on, and you keep the beat, and you start turning the volume down, but you keep the beat going. And let's start with something really easy. So first just 2 beats missing, but then you do 3 beats missing, and then 4 beats missing, and you keep going and you see how far you can get. So just a quick demonstration. And so on and so forth. You know, see if you can get to 20 beats missing, or 30 beats missing, or whatever's possible. A way that you can get more advanced to that is if you have and this is where there are some great apps around that you can get on your phone, where you can program them to have beats missing, is you can just program it and then do your scales or play your pieces or improvise or whatever you're doing, and that even though when the beats disappear from the metronome, you keep playing and see if you can still keep the time, and gradually widen the length of time where the beats have disappeared, and you will improve your sense of time. Well, that's all for today, and good luck.